I've had to reply on YouTube comments and like Twitter comments where people are saying, all these things about like, oh, Houston's not getting a sweep like y'all thought. Now I'm like, bitch, I never thought we were getting a sweep.
Right,
if anything, I was calling Astros in 7 because I thought it was going to be that close. And a big reason why, when I look at the Nationals team, you know what I see? I see the Astros. I see a team that is hungry. They've got a lot of parts that are similar to us. I mean, they got a great rotation. Their bullpen is solid. Technically, I mean, it shouldn't be as deep as ours. Ours should be performing better. Their hitters, not on. I don't think the caliber and as consistent as what we have, and putting up the numbers, but showing up in game time in clutch moments and looking at their dugout. And this is a big thing when I look at like a baseball team and you watch the game. What do you look at? To me, I look at the energy of the dugout. Even when they're down and whatnot, and they seem to be having such a positive energy and vibe that it feels like when I watch the Astros, and why I love them so much, because they're such a fun-loving team and they're so loose, and they play like it. So when I watch these two games, I feel like, man, they're giving us a literal dose of our own medicine.
Right.
That's
100%.
that's what I really feel like. And so to hear all these people talking to us and saying like, like bad mouthing us now, saying like, oh, like, like I feel like that was never our persona. Now you're going us like we're the Yankees. I feel like anybody that's a Yankees fan is like always the one that's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love that they love their team, but they love it to no end. You know what I mean? Like it's like They don't even use reasoning sometimes. They just love it just to love it. Where I'm on here, I feel like for us,
like you are with the Texans.
Hey.
No, but you're 100% right. When it comes to
we're not even a great team. Like the people love the Yankees though for a different reason. They love them because they are obviously the biggest franchise and dynasty in baseball.
Oh, I have a question.
40 World Series, 27 wins.
I have a question for you though about their fans in a second, but you're right. You're absolutely right. 100%.
They suck. That's the answer.
Are the exact literal reflection of what we are. One of the funniest things to me is all the attributes that they count for, say, the Washington Nationals, that they are having a lot of fun in the locker room. Every time that they hit a home run, they all celebrate in the dugout. They got two of the best pitchers in the MLB. It's like you're not criticizing, but they're describing what the Houston Astros are. And that's what I'm saying, though. You have two of the best pitchers who they had phenomenal years this year. Mm-hmm. Right. They got touched up a little bit.
Talking about Khoa and Verlander.
But who else would you want in a 6 or 7 game series or pitching game 7? And then you go and get one of the best, another very, very good pitcher in Zack Greinke. Uh-huh. That's what you do this for situations like this. When you have a game 6, when you have a game 7, or even in almost the next closest thing to a win or go home situation of a game 3 being down 0-2, you have gone out and gotten Zack Greinke, a prize player that's available in the trade deadline. And this is the reason that you got him for game 3, for these exact moments. And again, what the only difference that I see from this potential championship team with the Houston Astros in 2017, nothing else worries me more than this: experience. And it's not Altuve, Springer. It's not even Bregman. Though I feel like eventually they will all start hitting. Altuve, of course, has already started. But do you remember who the DH was in Houston when we won the World Series in 2017?
The DH, Evan Gattis?
He was one of them. But the other one was Carlos Beltran.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Carlos Beltran, there was not a moment too big.
Who had more experience than him.
Exactly. Who do we have? It's hitting DH now.
Mr. Air Jordan.
And that's one of the things. He went 1 for 26 in the ALCS, American League Championship.
Right. Awful in the postseason.
And what it is for you to have that situation, that moment in the playoffs, isn't necessarily a sign of him being a bad player, but is a sign of him being maybe overly nervous, doing too much, overthinking at the plate, him not having enough experience.
Yeah.
And it's in a big moment, in a big situation. He hasn't even had a full season. And then who is the first player that we bring out of the dugout to pinch hit? Tucker. Another rookie. Putting in big situations with somebody that doesn't have enough experience. And the one advantage that we have when it comes to going across and going to play National League rules is our pitchers are going to hit. Their pitchers are going to hit.
Yeah.
Our DHs aren't going to be involved. So from 1 to 8, we're actually stronger. Not to say that 1 and 9 we weren't in this situation, but the experience factor that we don't necessarily have in those big at-bats won't necessarily be such a glaring hole in our lineup. Now, I know that Alvarez had a couple hits today. He got on base. He actually got the first intentional walk that he's had in his career. Yeah. There's so many anomalies in this series that you have a tendency to believe that is the actual going rate or the actual norm, but it's not. You know, I don't know how many times, and I said this throughout the whole season, Astros are streaky.
Yeah.
The Nationals haven't been in this situation necessarily, right? They've been a very good second half team. Don't get me wrong. But the Astros were down 0-1 in New York, or excuse me, in Houston, going into New York. We came back and won that series. Like I said, less than 7 games.
Yeah.
We have been in a situation where pitching has been phenomenal in Tampa Bay. They pushed us to 5 games, right? So it's not like we cannot be beat, but it's not like we cannot come back and be phenomenal and take this series back. I wouldn't be surprised if we came back to Houston, and we could come back 3-2, coming back to Houston, or we could even come back 2-3, and I still feel good.
Yeah,
because of the pitchers that we have.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind. But you know, in no way, shape, or form have I waved the white flag yet, and I'm not even close to it. Game 3 is a huge game. Huge game.
Yeah. Like
I said, the closest to win or go home game that we've had all season long. But we got Greinke for a reason, and I'm gonna rest my hopes on him, and I have no problem doing that because I believe in this team. I believe we got here for a reason.